Hey everybody. I had another topic that people were wanting me to discuss, and that would be male socialization, meaning how transitioning medically into male has affected my public, personal, family, friends, work, school, life, and how people interact with me. Uh, I just wanted to say that anything I say in these videos aren't all across the board. I'm not speaking for everyone. I'm only telling you from my experiences. What I feel. So I wrote some points down to talk about. What you guys might not know about me is before I started T, I was doing natural transition, and I was stealth for like 3 or 4 years without T. My definition of natural transition isn't necessarily taking the supplements to boost your T and like loading up on all those pills, because that isn't natural. I don't know why that they some people call that natural transition, but that's not good either. What I did was I worked out all the time. I was eating clean, and I did things to help me pass that didn't involve using supplements or taking tea. If you guys want to go down that route, and if you're interested in what I was doing before tea, I'd be glad to answer your questions in the inbox. All right, back to male socialization. Some things I've noticed are conversations. When I was identifying as female, I just like never censored myself. I was able to talk about literally anything. Like I could just be totally inappropriate with people I just met, and it would just be like brushed off as whatever. This person's just a weirdo or whatever. But now, like, being read as male everywhere, I feel the need to like take on the form and the mold of the role that I'm supposed to be presenting as, which sucks. But I mean, it in the long run it helps, because at school and at work I don't want to be seen as I'm proud of being a queer man. I don't care, but I want to I don't want to step on any toes, and I just want to be read as a normal guy, and I know what I have to do in order to do that, and that unfortunately I can't just like run wild with whatever I want to say. So conversations changed. People are boring, so I have to like mirror them and what they're talking about. When I'm hanging out with my friends is a whole other story. But people you just meet, especially young men and young women our age that you just meet, I have to act a certain way with the men. I have to act a certain way with the women. It's really lame, but I noticed that's different. Friendships. I work with 99% men. I go to school for plant engineering with all men. I'm constantly surrounded by dudes. So it doesn't take long to pick up on how you have to like create a friendship with another dude. I'm noticing that like guy friendships are extremely simple and based around just a few things. Like it's either sports, women, money, like, but you never talk about personal things or emotional stuff. I'll talk about that with my close guy friends, like, but generally work friends and people at school, you just keep it really simple, with other guys, and it's just how it is. I'm not speaking for everyone, but that's what I find all across the board. Let's see. Women is another thing. When I first meet women that are our age, like in their 20s, or when I approach women in public, I notice that they're like right away there's like a wall, because they're like, who is this creep, like and I forget what I look like. I forget that I present, entirely male, and that I'm read as male, and that there's certain stigmas and things attached to a man that is 27 in Chicago. Like, they don't know what kind of guy I am, and a lot of women don't want just some random dudes talking to them, period. So what I find is I get positive response from just being polite and making eye contact and just being friendly. But I am noticing that women like act like they're scared of you. I feel like I can't smile at babies anymore, and like I can't just talk to a girl in class because she'll think I'm like hitting on her or something. So it's weird. It is. It's hard to get used to. It's almost like I mean, people thought I was weird before T for like another reason, like just So people are lame, but you just have to you just have to feel around for what is appropriate for the situation and the person. Older people is another thing. In public, old men always love me. I don't know why. They just do. I think it's because I'm old school. Old school morality. I speak to older people a certain way with respect. But it is different. Older men kind of yell at you when you're a young guy, and I definitely was not used to that. Socialized as female, no one yells at you. People open doors for you. Now drunk guys start fights with me, and old men are yelling at me, and it's different. Work and school, like I said earlier, I just try to keep it simple with work friends and school friends. No one knows, and I don't plan on them knowing. I'm not out, and the only people that do know are some people at work because I've been there 7 years, and they already respected me before I started T. Like I said, it was obvious, that I was a man, and everyone that respected me made me feel comfortable. My family is strange because, they were always weird with my fiance and I at family gatherings, and didn't really get it. Not that they didn't respect it, but were weird talking to me. And now I get handshakes from my uncles, and people are more involved in, they want to know what I'm doing with my career and, my house and my life. And it's just strange. The men are more involved with me, is what I'm noticing. And friends, that speaks for itself. My friends have always been accepting and respected who I was and knew who I was. And they're just, overwhelmed with how happy I am and how different I am now that I am happy. I'm noticing guy friends that I had in the past are treating me differently now that, they're able to, I don't know why, but they're able to talk about more stuff in front of me, and they see me as an equal. Not that they didn't before, but, on the level of like, they see me as one of them is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, male socialization, it's gonna vary from community to community, from city to city, from age to age. All I can do is speak for myself. If you guys have any more questions about my experience transitioning socially as male, inbox me or send me a message on my wall. Later.